Yeah. Peace. I'm making this video about this Kanye West, who I consider to be a crash out dummy. As you can see on this page, it says Yeezy.com. This store is not available. What happened? Apparently, Shopify deactivated Yeezy.com. So now he can't even sell any of them products. Those t-shirts, Sean John t-shirts, jogging pants, and some shoes, because he want to crash out against the so-called Jews by putting on a swastika t-shirt. So he basically set himself up to be deactivated because he's totally 100% dependent on their platform. We don't even know who owns the rights to Yeezy.com, the domain name. Is it GoDaddy.com? Is it Shopify.com? Do you still have access to that domain name? I still see it's still linked to this Shopify page. But the reason I'm making this video is because if you want to be a crash out dummy and you want to attack or pander to or get the attention of a particular group, the so-called Jews, make sure that you have your fort fortified, your infrastructure in place. What I mean is, I have a Shopify page. Let me show you. And this is a plug for my website, ignigma.com. I pay about $350 a year for my page, and I sell books. But Yeezy is allegedly a multi-millionaire. Recently, they just say he's a billionaire. So why is Yeezy allowing his website to be subjected to not only hacking, but the control of the people he says is the enemy, the so-called Jews? I wonder who owns Shopify. Before that, I want to be proactive and be solution based. So I recommend this to so-called Yeezy. Immediately get you either a virtual server from IBM or Amazon or Microsoft. Amazon, they web-based servers streaming. Watch this. IBM cloud servers. Get you a cloud server. That way you don't need to have actual hardware. But it's basically put you in the same position as you are in now. Because when you have a cloud server, you're basically renting space on another person's server. And they can shut you down whenever they feel like it. But you still have, like, you're separate from a Shopify, because Shopify, they might be using Amazon or Microsoft or IBM for their cloud services. So you think you have an independent party like Shopify, but they might be renting cloud service from IBM. Or get your own physical servers. You can use even a computer. There's a program called Adobe Dreamweaver that you could download. You can purchase it. Adobe Dreamweaver. It's a web design software in which you could link your own computer as a server and run a website directly from your computer, directly to the internet, as long as you have an internet connection. Hold on. Adobe Dreamweaver. Adobe Dreamweaver. You can get Adobe Dreamweaver, web design software, and you can have your MySQL databases, all the accounts, all the people that have registered to your website. But you will probably need an IT specialist, a person that specializes in web security, cyber security. But you could pay about 5 people to run your website from your servers. That's just a regular computer, but usually you get specialized servers from Dell. Or hold on. Who's the best server producer? Dell. Dell servers. Power Edge, but you want to get the most advanced servers. So let me look. Dell servers. 36 core. But you want to get a server rack. So usually you get about 10 of these stacked on top of each other. Well, it's a regular computer that you can use as a workstation server and run your website. That way, if you run your website directly from your computer, you have the proper internet cybersecurity. Then they can't shut your website down. You can be able to say whatever you want to say. You can connect to the internet without a third party. PowerEdge, Dell, them old servers. See, this is a server rack right here. Get you a server rack. But you could pay less than $10,000 for some used servers, or if you want to be, modern, about 200,000. A decent server rack. Hold on. And get what? An internet service provider such as Comcast broadband that connects directly to the cables. Or get fiber optic cables. Or you can build your own infrastructure and connect directly to cell towers. Or your buddy Elon Musk hook up to SpaceX. They say his SpaceX internet service is the best in the world. You have a direct connection to the internet from your own servers. That way they won't be able to just shut down your website. But with Adobe Dreamweaver, you can run your website directly from the computer, connected directly to the internet, because you connect your server, your computer, or whatever computer network you have, you connect that directly to the internet, and you run and edit your websites directly from your computer without going through Shopify. Hold on, let me go to Dell so you can get some some good prices on these servers. It's a server right here. Walmart sell this one 18. It's a 1,800. It's $1,000. See, these servers are not that expensive. There's no excuse for Yeezy, Kanye to be dependent on Shopify, who could just shut you down whenever they feel like it. Let me go to Dell. It's Amazon. You got the Dell servers right here. Set 800, 1100, 300, 400. Ain't no reason for a person on that level to be dependent on Power Edge. You got a server tower, 64 gigs, whatever, 2 terabyte storages. And you don't have that much on your website. All you're really looking at is the traffic, the bandwidth of the traffic. So you can just have one of these servers connected to your website and have a decent internet connection. You can hire some technicians to install a decent internet. What do you call it? Those T100. Hold on. It's a million internet IT specialists, especially in these HBCUs. You can hire back people to run your operation. If you got money like that, you got millions. That way they can't just shut you down. Let me go back to IBM cloud storage. IBM cloud servers hosting. So you want to be independent before you go out there running your mouth, being focusing on the so-called Jews who can just shut you down whenever they feel like it because you depend on their infrastructure. First, build your own infrastructure and the defense mechanism. IBM Cloud Services, Power 10, and then usually a lot of servers run off Linux. because Linux is open source. That means nobody owns it. You could hold on. Let me go back here. You can modify Linux to suit your needs, and also you might want to get you a app. Yeezy.com should have been an app. You can run your apps through your own servers too, so you don't be dependent on a person that can just shut you down whenever they feel like it. Hold on, why is it not popping up? Cloud hosting. I wasn't pressing the right button. Cloud consulting services. So yeah, this fool is just sitting there with his website that's shut down. His website is totally shut down. It's useless because he want to go out there and attack the so-called Jews, but you depend on the so-called Jews for their infrastructure. It doesn't really make much sense. You should focus on building up your defense mechanism, getting your position straight instead of just crashing out like a dumb crash out dummy. They have the damage control, and you just sitting there with no technology, no expertise. You're not surrounded with any experts. And the experts you did have, they was all white Jews, so they all left you the first time. So you really don't really do much to help your own people, especially the people that study information technology. You don't really deal with black people like that, and all the white people abandoned you, left you out to dry. You built yourself back up, and then you crash out on the Super Bowl. Spent all that money on an ad instead of investing in this infrastructure, cloud-based hosting. And there's another hosting site called Just Host, but you don't really need a hosting site. You just need a server and an internet connection, and you probably just need Adobe Dreamweaver. You get Adobe Dreamweaver. I got Adobe Dreamweaver actually. Let me open it up. Hold on. But this guy's a crash out dummy. He's not a good example for anyone. You sitting there. I ordered things on that website. I ordered things on that website, that Yeezy website, and now how are you going to fulfill your orders? If your website is shut down, all of the information is inside Shopify.com. So all of those orders you're not even able to fulfill or give refunds. Your best bet now is to go and get a court order and force them to reopen your website because you probably got millions and thousands of orders that you can't even fulfill. But yeah, I used Dreamweaver before. Let me change this window. That ain't it. Yeah, this screen is kind of big. Let me go back to developer. Yeah, this is Adobe Dreamweaver. You could design websites, hook it directly to the internet. Look at this to say, hold on. Let me see if you can see this. Oh, you can't even see it. Hold on. Something ain't right. There we go. Starter template, basic layouts, multi-column. Basically, you can just design your website. What I'm trying to show now is how you could connect it directly to the internet. I haven't used it in a while. New site, advanced. Hold on. Desktop, this PC. But the point I'm trying to make is ain't no way this person should be at this position right now where they could just shut you down. Whenever they feel like it, they can just shut you down. You should be able to have your own hosting service, independent. Have your own servers where all of your files, all of your transactions is handled, and then you can have your own databases, your MySQL databases, your own private stash, your own private files, protected, encrypted. That way you can't be shut down. You need your own servers. I forget that, but yeah, what I'm saying about Adobe Dreamweaver is the good thing about that software is you can connect directly to the internet without a third party. Even though Dreamweaver is technically a third party, and there are alternatives, but that is a good service to connect directly to the internet without needing to go through Shopify or hosting service. All you need is an internet connection and a server, an IP address. Let me go back to the websites. Let me go back to the websites. So yeah, the point I'm trying to make now is Kanye is a crash out dummy. Yeezy.com is shut down because he has an affinity and a lust to attack so-called Jews. Yet you don't have the infrastructure to not be dependent on them. You haven't invested in servers. You don't have any IT specialists, any cybersecurity specialists. You don't have any web designers, and you're just crashing out on your emotions. Like that's why men shouldn't be following their emotions and their feelings. You should think about how your antics affect your future, affect your power, and affect the people around you. You shouldn't just indulge and embrace your emotions because at the end of the day, people don't care how you feel. All they care about is what you did, and you gotta be held accountable for what you did. If you don't have the ability to fight that battle, maybe you should wait until you are able to fight that battle. Like they say in the art of war, if your enemy is 10 times bigger than you, avoid your enemy. And if you're 10 times bigger than your enemy, surround your enemy. You are less than, you are probably, your enemy is probably 1,000 times or 10,000 times bigger than you because you're dealing with an entire people who has allies in the United States government, a military, a country, and they own most of the technology, most of the businesses, most of the infrastructure in the United States. Most of the industries are ran through these people. And you're just one dude with talent, but you don't have any factories, you don't have any allies. All the black people abandon you or us. We're just one person going against a several nations of people who believe that they are so-called God's chosen people, and they got the manpower and the resources to reinforce those notions, and they're able to punish and destroy anybody who actually disagree with those notions. And we just scattered out here, not building infrastructure, not building defense mechanisms, not development power, not even getting into technology or developing. Because we have people scattered like we are a nation of individuals, talented individuals, but people usually don't come together for a greater cause. And you just crashing out on emotions. And now you don't have a website. You don't have anything right now. You can't even sell any products. Your network was mostly based on the value of this Yeezy.com that you now don't no longer own anymore because it's gone. The only way for you to recoup this is to regroup. You have to regroup. You have to get either a cloud service. You can get, right now. You can, the easiest way to get back on your feet is to find a hosting service like Just Host, or go through IBM or Amazon, like Amazon Web Services. Well, I would recommend IBM Cloud Services because I think IBM is not does not have that affinity for the Jewish people like that. They're close to your ideology because they did help the so-called Nazis so during World War II. So your best bet is to go through IBM virtual servers, cloud servers, or cloud computing, and get a account with them. Here you go, IBM Cloud Consulting Services, and get you a virtual computer, allocate some space, and then get a web designer. Go to Fiverr.com or find a person who could develop a website, or go to Vix. There's another option is going to Vix.com. Let me go to Vix.com real quick. Go to Vix.com and get back going. Yeah, Vix.com. Yeah, Vix. Well, that's some web. That's some. Is it Wix? Yeah, go Wix.com. Yeah, as you go get back to work, start over. You gotta regroup. You gotta regroup and make the website. You need a place to do your transactions. PayPal, Cash App. You know, they have like independent ones. Basic e-commerce. What they talking about right there? E-commerce. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta redevelop your website. And you shouldn't just have everything in one basket like me. I have a website on Just Host, and I have it on Shopify. But I could put my domain name anywhere because I own it. The domain name is separate from those people, so I could just shift my domain name as I please to whatever host, whatever service I want to use. There's another one right here, Just Host. Hold on. Here you go right here. Just Host. $3.95 a month. See what I'm saying? So you could just, but with Just Host, they deal with what they call it. It's that WordPress. That's the one they use. WordPress. So WordPress is open source web designs code. You could customize your website, and you put your widgets on there, Shopify buttons on there, or PayPal buttons so they can purchase. But you have, it's like more hands on. It's not automated like Shopify is, but you have more control when you use a WordPress website. So Just Host, you create your website separately, and you connect it to the hosting. So Just Host just deal with hosting. You have all other control outside of hosting. Let me sign in with Just Host real quick. Let me log in because I have an account with them. So this is Just Host. My domains, my domains right here. Ignigma.com. And redo now. Let me renew now. Manage. early. So it expires in 2027. Ignigma.com. And let me go to my site. So I have the site already hooked up. Now that's going. That's it's still connected to Shopify. Let me manage my site here. Themes, plugins, themes, users. Plus, you got I could control. I have my own email on here. Themes, so I could redesign it. Let me go back. Customizing WordPress. Is what I'm saying. WordPress. WordPress is open source code software. You have full control, full access to customize it how you please. Site identity, widgets, blank canvas. I want to see book publisher. You talking about pro? Hold on. Word upgrade now. Updating. I'm saying like when you actually have control over your own situation, your own business. But yeah, let me go back. It's still showing my Shopify page, which I'm not trying to do right now. Hold on. My domain, first domain is assigned. Email. Let me go to my email. I have my own email in Just Hosts. Hold on. It's my email address. I don't even look at it. Check email. What's this all about? Yeah, I'm trying to say, okay, I got my own email on here. So you go to Just Host, they have all these open source widgets and websites and design software you can use, and you just create it. Whatever you create, just like I said, when you have Dreamweaver, Dreamweaver allows you to connect directly to the internet. Just Host does the same thing. They allow you to whatever you create in this environment, you could then connect it to the internet. It's similar to Dreamweaver because it allows you to design and create. It connects you to all of these widgets and all of this open source software. Looking at my sites. I'm trying to show my sites because I know I created a site already. Update. Or let me just create the site right here. Let me just do it right now, just to demonstrate. 20. They got these different templates already pre-done sites. You can just tweak it to your desire. We talking about some scheduled maintenance. Hold on, what's going on? Customize. They saying some maintenance going on. That's why it ended up popping up. They got some scheduled maintenance. But I'm saying that if you go to Just Host, you have access to all of these templates to design your website. Whatever you design, you have these widgets. Hold on. Domains, purchase domain, assign, transfer. These are my domains. What's on the and these are my sites. Hold on. And you got hold on. Increase traffic to your site and boost your rankings. So you can have access to you have more control with something like this than with Shopify. Because these people don't really have control over your site. They just hosting for you. If they wanted to, I guess they could block you from hosting. They could stop your hosting, but they can't really stop your site. Because you could take whatever you design in this thing, whatever you design, you could transfer it anywhere. Let me add a site. No, let me go back. I already got a site already. Okay. If you if you use PayPal, please update to PayPal permits. See, this all the things you could do. Stripe. If you want to use Stripe, if you use Stripe, please use Stripe Connect. You connect all of these payment platforms to your site. Products, all products. What do I have as products? Enigma issue 1. Let me go here. There we go. That's our products. I want to view the site though. All products, new products, dashboard, home, pages. So I haven't used this in so long because I'll be messing with that Shopify. But with this, it takes more responsibility and more dedication. All pages. So these are my pages on my site. See, these are my pages. Let me go to the pages. Let me go to the account. See, this is my this how you edit your site inside of your website. That's at the bottom of it. Hold on, let me go back. You can add things, add blocks, tools. What's in this tools? Edit. Let me go to something that's already created, like that's reached this cart, my account page, checkout. shop. See how that look? There's nothing on there. So I had to go back and redo this whole site. The bookstore. Let me go to the bookstore. See how that look? See, that's the bookstore. Just like it looks very similar to. It looks very similar to how it looks on Shopify. This is my bookstore. Hold on, let me copy that and go to another. See what I'm saying? You can have your own bookstore. You could. It was basically not really designed properly. I'm just demonstrating. We go back. So say I want to edit this. Say I want to add something. I want to add a quote. Let me see. I want to add a quote. Where that quote is gonna go. Add a paragraph. It's all down here. Coming soon. Let me see this. Make that bigger, bolder. What is that? Align to the left. Align to the center. You can edit anything in here. Let me see this. Let me go to the whole background. Let me try to change the whole background real quick. We got media, add media, videos, images, videos. So I add this video. Let me see, put that video in there. I'm gonna put that video down there. See, the videos are down there. Peace, everybody. I am Let me delete them though. I wasn't trying to do. I'm just demonstrating what you can do if you want to design your own website. Peace. You go to Just Host, pay them about $5 a month. You can design your website how you want to. Media, open verse. They have so much free stuff in here for you to use. Photos, images, patterns. What is this? Banners, featured. All of this stuff you can use. All of this free stuff you can use. So I'm trying to tell you. What I want to do now is, so I need to go. I need to get rid of Shopify. That's what I really want to do, because since they chopped off and shut down Yeezy, I don't think I should be supporting them anymore. So I think I want to leave them alone real quick. What I'm looking for now is I want to change the background color. What is that? Settings. That's all the way over. You can't see that. What I could do is close this, lower this a little bit, so the person could see more, because the screen I have is kind of wide. See, what is that? What is that? Settings, published, AI assistant. They got a lot more things in here than the last time I looked. Online bookstore. see what happens when I do that. What in the world is that? I don't need that. When you press this up thing, arrow, it shifted all the way to the top. But I'm trying to delete that though. Let me see if I could it goes up. And what I can do, I can assign my domain name to this website and take it away from Shopify, and then I could cancel my Shopify website. That's another thing I could do. See right here. I'm gonna delete that though. But you can create your own images in Photoshop, or you can just take a picture and put it inside of the, like say go to media. Let me go look at images, right? And look at some of the images that I have already on my computer. Select images. Hold on. It's so much you gotta get back accustomed to being independent, because you have to bring all of your stuff. Like, let me go to videos, right? You gotta actually go to this thing on the side. Hold on. And you gotta actually put your files inside of this. They got a space inside this website where you upload all of your media products, your media images, just like in Shopify. Tools, users, appearance, products, reviews. They got something for media. See media, and you got your media library. See media. Now let me go back. I ain't trying to look up Stripe right now. So you go to your media library, right? Add new file. So this is all the files on my website that I could. This is the stuff I already put on there. But if I want to add new files, hold on. I can just drag them in there. Actually, let me take a file off my website. Let me take a file. Hold on. Go to one of my classes. And drag it in there real quick. Okay. So I just drug something in there. And when everything you drag in here as a media file, it gets its own URL. So you could post it anywhere on the webs on the internet. You could link it anywhere on the internet. Any of these files I could link anywhere on the internet. So I just uploaded this file. So let me go back to my website. Hold on. The pages, I should say. And the page I was on was called Bookstore. And then now, when I say add button, media, and then I'll go to images. There it go. Add that image directly to the website. You can move it, press this up button, move it up. Well, I gotta reduce this size. Hold on. But this is something I have full control over this website. I pay every 5 years. It's actually cheaper than Shopify. The Shopify you pay them like $350 a year. This one you pay about that much for like 5 years for them to host for you. So yeah, this is the image I just put in there, and you can move it up to the top by pressing the up arrow. So your website could be anything. It don't have to be a particular store. It could just be somewhere you like a portfolio. You just showing your work. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to. It could be anything you want. But I'm finna end this thing right now. But I'm just saying, as far as like Yeezy, he should not be in a position in which they could just shut you down whenever they feel like it. Let me delete that. Whenever they feel like it, they can just come shut you down, and you can't do anything. You have options. You could go to a hosting web, you can go to Just Host, which probably has one of the best prices. GoDaddy.com, they host for you, and they provide you with themes and open source software. Like this is WordPress. You go to WordPress.com and you got WordPress.org. Let me show you. WordPress.org. They have a whole community of people adding widgets. And in WordPress.org, you could take whatever, you could download this website and put it on any host and take it. You just basically own it. It's open source. You got WordPress.com, in which you could pay them to host for you. And WordPress.com is like Shopify, because they doing all the hosting and everything for you. You paying them a monthly fee. WordPress.com. You gotta log in and all of that. But go to WordPress.org. You can just design your own website template and take it wherever you want to host it. Even to Dreamweaver. Build, design, extend. And when you design these websites, you have like a chain in which each page is interconnected. You know how websites work. Community, links. See what I'm saying? Hosting. So they do WordPress.org does hosting too. But you want to go somewhere else for your hosting. You don't want all your eggs in one basket. They can just shut you down. You can learn web design, developing. Then you got MySQL database, which is that's basically when you store all of the when people have accounts with you, all of their data is stored and accessible. You know how you go to a website and they got your account info and everything you did. That's all in a database. Let me go to MySQL database. So that's really like an advanced web designer and programming. You got JavaScript, HTML5, but you get web designers to do all that. MySQL database. And this is actually, you could handle all of this inside of Adobe Dreamweaver too. But inside of WordPress, that's all like automated. That's all handled inside the software. Hold on. MySQL tools database. MySQL.com. You can just hire some people to do this. Oh, my battery's low. Uber. So all these people use is MySQL. A lot of people use our MySQL database, right? YouTube, PayPal, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, eBay, Cisco, Booking, Walmart, GitHub, Netflix, Shopify, Uber, basically everybody. Everybody uses MySQL, and you could have if you have a person that actually is a master at this, and you have your own servers, and you have your own way to design and host your own websites, then you don't need anybody. You don't need anybody. All your account information is stored in my CMC downloads. What they talking about? Traffic free integrated automated generated AI. They got AI doing this databases now. Artificial intelligence doing it. Usually you had to before you had to do it on your own. The person had to do all of this. MySQL Enterprise Edition, free webinars. See, this is the they got the front code and the back code. This is the back stuff, the stuff you don't really know what's going on. You got the stuff in the front, the design stuff. You got the programming, the coding and stuff. And MySQL is that back end situation. Then you got a person filming a video. You got a person editing the video. You got a person that actually manufactures the software and the cameras in which you could upload your video to the software and do the editing. All of that's interconnected. But yeah, this was this person. They're not even just this dude. This is a lesson for all of us. Like, you cannot have all your eggs in one basket. If you want to attack a people, and you need that people who controls all the infrastructure or most of the infrastructure, technology, they can just shut you down, cut your water off. Then what? You looking silly. You looking silly. See what I'm saying? Let me go to MySQL. Let me ask Google, what is MySQL? What is it and how is it used? Oracle. MySQL is an open source relational database management system that's used to store and manage data. Its reliability, performance, scalability, and ease of use makes MySQL a popular source for developers. In fact, you'll find it at the heart of demanding high traffic applications such as Facebook, Netflix, Uber, Airbnb, Shopify, and Booking.com. So you need MySQL. They got AI that does, or you can get a person. It's probably better to get a person to do all your MySQL databases. That way, all of your traffic, all of your people that's has accounts with you, all of that data is stored properly in MySQL. You know, so that's another aspect of this website stuff. But yeah, I have my Just Host website that I could just transition. I can transition from Shopify and go back to focusing on making my website better, optimizing my website that I have full control over. Because in Shopify, I don't really have full control over it. You just basically doing uploading images, but it's totally controlled by Shopify. With this, I have total control. I have total control over how this WordPress site is created, shopping carts, everything. And then I link this site to my hosting site. But I don't need Just Host. I could hook this up to my computer and run it directly to the internet through Adobe Dreamweaver. I don't need Just Host. But it's better to have to give them limited control as opposed to giving them full control when they could just shut down your website. And now your web design, even though your elements might be on your computer because you had to upload those elements, but it's not organized the same way as it was on that website. You will have to take all of those elements and reorganize them. Because you only have 3 pages on Yeezy.com. That's the easy to do. Hook up some widgets, some buttons, PayPal buttons, Stripe buttons. This is all the pages I have right now. This is all the pages I have right now. I'm gonna delete this though. Only got 3 pages. You could just easily go back. You could just easily transition to a different service. But yeah, I put in here You get go to Just Host. That might be the easiest way to get back on top and to get back in business, because you could take your domain name and you could have it attached to a different website. You could link it to any type of website. What they call it, the proper way, the proper terminology is redirect. You can redirect your domain to any website. You go to I would suggest go to justhost.com, get an account, and then connect your domain name to that, and then create about 3 pages or how many pages you need with your products on it, and then just keep it moving. And if you want to have full control, go to IBM Cloud Servers. Hold on. Cloud Service. Go to IBM Cloud Service and then get some cloud servers, and then connect those cloud servers to the internet through either Adobe Dreamweaver. Because basically you're actually going, all of your websites is going to be on your own hardware, even though it's virtual. You'll be able to upload it like a Microsoft Azure. You get your virtual machines, but this is more like high traffic, similar to like major corporations, banks. They use like IBM cloud servers. They got millions of people coming in and out, like a YouTube or something like that. Even though they have like whole islands of servers, they're independent totally. They have physical servers with all of the videos. They're not. Google is not dependent on third parties. All of their servers is physical, and they're probably in Brazil or somewhere. They have total access to their own servers. But since you're a small operation, you can have it like a couple of workstations, or get a server rack that could fit into your closet. You can run your website directly from your closet and handle about 100,000, a million people coming a day without lagging, without the video quality lagging, or you ain't got no videos. So it ain't like YouTube. You got billions of people watching videos at 4K. I mean, you had to have a massive bandwidth and a massive amount of RAM and storage and compute power to handle that much traffic simultaneously in real time. So that's my suggestion, though. Not only to this Yeezy dude that crashed out, I suggest to anybody, don't be totally dependent. But everybody ain't crashing out to the so-called Jews. But if you want to crash out to a particular people, you might want to be independent, so they can't just shut you down whenever they feel like it. But that's about it right now. That's about it. I'm finna get up out of here. But yeah, this is Dreamweaver. At the bottom is all of the coding, like HTML. Because when you do website design, even though you see images and stuff at the top, you have CSS, HTML, JavaScript. So there's coding that has to happen, and that's at the bottom right here. All of this coding, but in Dreamweaver it's all pre-done. So all you gotta do is fill in the blanks. They do all the coding. It's very very convenient. But that's about it though.